It is time for the Bob Ryan versus Kevin Durant. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. I just couldn't. I just couldn't resist. But this is the Ryan Goodman Tanguay Along for the Ride podcast, driven by our partners at Athletic Greens. AG1, man, get healthy. 75 high quality vitamins. More on those two wonderful products and the services coming up. Okay, Bob. We all know that you were back on the front page again. Bob Ryan was back. Upset with Kevin Durant. What type of fallout did you receive? Because Jeff and I were seeing you everywhere, including the New York Post. How did you experience your criticism of Durant?
I saw one tweet someday, the next day or whatever. And then I saw a reference to the Post. I did not see that reference. And I made up my mind, first of all, the overreaction is preposterous, and the idea that any writer or any of us in the media would be above speaking our honest feeling about somebody by using a naughty word. All right. And this 2022 is ludicrous. It's idiotic. So I just said to myself, I'm not getting involved in this. I'm not fanning this flame. I'm not responding. I have launched a personal Twitter boycott. I have not looked at Twitter in a week. I will not look at Twitter for another week, at least until I come back from Maine when I return next Friday and then get back into the real world. I'm ignoring it. I know how these things go, and I don't want to get involved anymore. There's no point in me getting involved in this, which is so stupid. And the only thing, so I'm not fanning any flames. I got nothing. I said
Bob,
it. I'm not backing down.
All right, that's what I was going to ask you. Do you at all regret using that word? Because thinking about it, and again, I've known Kevin for a long time. So I almost felt like I was caught in the middle of it. And I know, and I've said it, Kevin has changed. He's not the same kid I knew. He's not the same guy I knew when he left for even Golden State. But I don't know. I mean, the word you use with him, I thought might have been going a little bit harsh on
his behavior lately falls in that category, in my opinion. And I think any thinking person knows that follows basketball. His disgraceful behavior, assuming it's true, and there's no denials that it's not true, that he tried.
What are you more? Is it more about the fact that he basically, by all reports and accounts, that he said, either it's me or Steve Nash and Sean Marks? Is that more of what you're upset about than anything else?
That's not enough.
Okay.
And we don't need the drama that he now brings to a situation with this team, as it's presently constructed, on the verge of doing something really good. They don't need him.
And most people side with you in terms of they would rather stick with what they have and stick with Jaylen Brown rather than taking a shot with KD.
I admit to foolish naivete here in 2022 to think that having said that it would have that kind of repercussion, that many people would
really.
I admit to naivete. I still can't. I never cease to be amazed by the.
It's because it's you, Bob. It's not. If it had been somebody else, it would be different. For people to hear that word out of your mouth.
What am I, a saint?
Kind of. I mean, you kind of are.
Yes.
But I mean,
and Bob, you're a Hall of Famer. I mean, listen.
I know, but
the reason people watch this, and it's certainly not because of me. And Jeff is certainly plugged in with his information, but they watch this because of you. And what I do think it illustrates, and we can move on from this, is that till the day you take your last breath, Bob Ryan, when he speaks about basketball, the world listens. That's just the way it is.
All right. Well, okay.
And then we can move on. But Bob, we love you. All right. Now let's move on to another thing. Now, the Donovan Mitchell trade